Action, coaching for the Cougars, assistant coach Steve Inslee, Evan Evans, Dan Jurgitz, Brevin Neverker, Lance Summers, and the head coach Rodney Bennett. Let's play ball.
Let's play ball indeed, as the PA has announced that we are ready to go right here in Frederick, Maryland, on the campus of Frederick Community College for the Region 20 Division II Baseball Championship. Mark Winkle here, bringing you the action today, as I have all weekend long, alongside my partner, Michael Simone. And we have a doozy here for you, as the #1 seed Frederick Cougars, the hosts of the tournament, will be taking on the #2 seed Montgomery Raptors. And what we saw yesterday was a preview to what surely will be some more great baseball today. Mike, what are you expecting to see out of our top 2 teams in the tournament?
I hope to see some hitting. I know we're going to see some great pitching, but I want to see some home runs. It's a beautiful day to swing the bat and get the ball out there. So I'm really hoping for the ball to fly, leave the infield.
I like that idea.
Run some bases.
I can get behind that.
As much as I want to see Rose and Garcia do good, it's time for the batters to get some love.
Well, let's take a look at that pitcher. As you mentioned, it is going to be Zach Rose taking the mound for the Frederick Cougars. Number 13, the sophomore left-hander, 6'3" out of Charlestown, West Virginia. Rose comes in with 11 appearances on the year. He's got 10 starts, 5-2 record, 51 innings. He's given up 39 hits, 28 earned runs, 30 walks, and 36 strikeouts with a 4.9 ERA. Backing up Rose today, it's going to be Herrera in left, Keenan center, Holler in right, Curry at third, Erd at short, Varda at second, Cabina at first, and behind the plate, it will be Jennings.
So I have to make a correction. I announced that the Raptors had 23 wins, when really they have 32 wins. I can't read my own handwriting, and if I can, I'll flip numbers and words. I also said that the Cougars coaching staff was on the Raptors coaching staff.
You know what? I don't think anybody's going to remember that.
I don't think so either. There's going to be some great baseball out here that everybody's going to forget all the announcing that just took place.
Absolutely. So. You're fine. Don't beat yourself up, as it's going to be Rose going up against Derek Sawyer right back up the middle. Varda will get there, ranging to his right. Sawyer goes sliding into first base head first, as we've seen multiple times throughout this tournament, but a beautiful play by Varda to record the first out of the game. That brings us to the first baseman, Will Burgess. Burgess batting a robust .467 on the year, .554 on base, and .711 slugging. Leading the Raptors in most categories, hitting at least. And he'll wear that one. First pitch by Rose to Burgess will go right into his elbow. And we have our first base runner of the game. That will bring up the big DH, Andy Rivera, for the Raptors with a runner on. Rivera, .413, .517, .665 slash. First pitch by Rose to Rivera will be just outside for ball 1. Rivera leads the team with 17 doubles, 7 home runs, 2 triples, 48 RBIs, having a monster season. Takes a high for ball 2. Rivera also more walks than he has strikeouts, combined with 15 steals on the year, so capable of doing it all on the offensive part of the game. Rose checks on Burgess real quick, just keeping him honest. Burgess does have 16 steals on the season. Inside for ball 3. And just like that, Rose well behind in the count. We've seen some fantastic pitching from the Cougars so far in this tournament. Inside ball 4, back-to-back free passes from Rose. And that will bring up the cleanup hitter, Van Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum, 329 batting average, 466 on base, and a 429 slugging. 46 hits on the year. He's got 7 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run, 32 RBI on the season. And he's got an opportunity for adding to that total right here. In their 4-strike-1 is Rose. We saw Morales for the Cougars. Complete game against Anne Arundel, was absolutely dominant. And a great start as well yesterday from Crawford. We'll see if Rose can follow up with a big-time start of his own. In their 4-strike-2, now finding the strike zone is Rose. 0-2 count. Rosenbaum just looking to try to put it in play. If nothing else, move the runners over. When you're talking about your cleanup hitter, you want to see some run production. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And a big strikeout for Rose. And with 2 outs, that will bring up Elias Rosario. We saw Rosario leading off the first few games of this tournament. Drop down in the order. Now hitting out of the 5 spot, trying to get some run production out of him. Batting .338 on the season. Fouled straight down. As Rose appears to have found his groove now and pounding the strike zone. Rose takes the sign. Burgess with a pretty small lead now, take a big secondary lead after the pitch. In there for strike 2. Rose trying to get himself out of a jam. 0-2 count. And the pitch is going to be hit hard to right field. This is going to be trouble. It'll fall in there. Rosario, a big hit. 1 run will score. Rivera stays at third. It's going to be a stand-up double for Rosario, and the Raptors strike first. A great piece of hitting from Rosario. He just went with the pitch and just kept it inside the foul line. Burgess will score on the play. And now it's going to be 2 men in scoring position with 2 outs to bring up the center fielder, Trey Mason. We saw Mason get removed from the game midway through in yesterday's elimination win over the Cardinals. Back in the starting lineup today. Takes ball 1 inside. Rose trying to limit the damage. 1-0 pitch in their 4-strike-1. This is a double elimination tournament. That means that Montgomery will have to win twice today to become champions. For Frederick, they just need to win 1 of 2. So if they win this one, tournament's over. We have ourselves a champion. And that's just outside for ball 2. These two teams played a fantastic game yesterday in the semifinals in the winner's bracket, as Mason will foul that off. A pitching duel, as it was Jake Crawford who went 6 innings, only gave up 1 run with 12 strikeouts, a season high for him. 2-2 pitch inside, ball 3. For Montgomery, great pitching as well, but it was from multiple sources. Jasper Capel went 4 innings, only gave up 1 run. Eddie Fry, 3 2/3 of no runs. And Derek Sawyer went 1 2/3, but did give up the game-winning hit in the 10th inning. Full count, 2 outs. Rose In there, strike 3 called. Mason can't believe it, but Rose able to ring him up. Raptors get on the board first. They lead 1-0. Here come the Cougars. I'm too ugly for that camera. We go to the bottom of the first, as it will be Roger Garcia taking the mound for the Montgomery Raptors. In this big championship round game, Garcia, the sophomore right-hander, 6'2", out of Miami, Florida, putting the game in his hands. He's made 11 appearances on the year. He's got a 1-3 record. 27 innings pitched. He's given up 39 hits, 24 earned runs, 30 walks, 26 strikeouts, and has an 8 ERA. On the dot, 2.56 whip for the right-hander. In there for strike 1. Good start for Garcia. Coach Rashner going to the sophomore veteran to try to be able to get some big innings against this hard-hitting Frederick Cougars lineup. It will be Erd to start things off for the Cougars, as we have seen from them all tournament long. Josh Erd, 351 batting average and a 508 on-base percentage. 62 runs scored, 7 doubles and 7 triples on the year. That's an incredible number to have 7 triples on the season. Garcia, high and inside. It's going to be a 3-1 count. Garcia pitching out of the stretch. And inside for ball 4. You see the Cougars get an early walk, same as the Raptors did in the first inning. And that brings us to Nick Keene, the sophomore center fielder. One of the many Cougars with robust batting averages, a 372 batting average with a 446 on base. He's had 15 doubles this year. First pitch, he hits this straight up in the air. It's going to travel right on the line, right in foul territory, and will be snagged by Burgess for the first out of the inning. Keene came out aggressive and just got under it a little bit. That will take us to the number 3 hitter in the lineup for Frederick, Christian Cabina, a sophomore out of Valrico, Florida. Cabina batting .396 on the year with a .517 on base. 63 hits. He's got 16 doubles and a team high 11 home runs. 69 RBI, trying to get to the 70 plateau. Rose. Excuse me, that's Garcia. Throws it inside as Raptors had to go diving for that one to keep it from going to the backstop. A good job by the backstop. Erd is checked. Josh Erd has 11 steals on the season, been caught stealing twice. Garcia up the middle. It's going to be hit back to Garcia. He was initially looking at first, then decides to go to second base, and he's going to tap his chest and apologize for not recognizing the situation. But he does get the lead runner, so in the end gets the job done. Just took away the opportunity for the double play to end the inning. Erd out at second on the 1-6. And with 2 outs, that brings us to the cleanup hitter in Bryce Curry with a .388 batting average. 17 doubles, 3 triples, and 9 home runs. He does have 70 RBI on the year, just picked it up in this tournament. And just misses outside is Garcia. Montgomery's going to need to get some big innings out of Garcia. They've blown through a lot of their best pitchers to get to this point, as that's going to be in the dirt, and that will allow Cabina to go to second on the wild pitch. Not sure what Coach Rashner has in mind to get through this day, but I assure you that any of those plans will involve Garcia going deep. It's going to be a 2-0 count to Curry. Inside, ball 3. .3-0 count. And Curry will have the ball 4. Boy, that looked good from here, but it's going to be just outside, I guess. And the 4-pitch walk to Curry puts a couple on base, and that will bring us to the designated hitter for the Frederick Cougars, number 35, Brooke Lindsay, sophomore right-handed hitter out of Monrovia, Maryland. He's got a .347 batting average. It's rare to find a player on Frederick that doesn't have a 300-plus batting average. As a team, they're batting .350 with a .527 slugging. They've scored 480 runs on the year in their 4th strike. Frederick comes in with a record of 49-6, trying to get win number 50 to move on to the national tournament. For Montgomery, they're going to need 2 wins, as that's going to be Garcia losing his balance on the mound, losing his hat as well. Montgomery 32-19 coming into this game. One and 2 count. Lindsay tries to check, and he does. Just barely holds on. It was a good pitch by Garcia. Two count. Garcia goes into the dirt for ball 3. Another good block by Raptors. But that means with the full count and 2 outs, the runners will be moving on the pitch. Any hit is going to surely score at least 1 run. Big pitch from Garcia early in this game. He'll set. The pitch is going to be chopped towards third and will bounce foul. That was one of those plays where if Cabina wasn't running on the pitch, you might have wanted to see McConnell try to be aggressive and go grab it and step on the base before it got fouled, but Cabina was already at third by the time it got to him, and he wisely just let it roll foul instead. We'll try full count once again. Garcia shakes off his catcher a couple of times, now gets a sign he likes. The pitch. Hit off the nub of the bat, Garcia will come off the mound, makes the play, and gets out of the inning. A big pitch from Garcia to get out of it. Montgomery will lead 1-0 going into the second. Top of the second we go. The Montgomery Raptors with the early lead, as it will be Will McDonald to lead things off. Third baseman hitting in the 7-hole. As the first pitch by Rose, down and in for ball 1. Winner of this tournament will get an automatic bid to the national tournament in Enid, Oklahoma, starting on May 25th, going through June 1st. That's fouled straight back. Rose coming with a bit of a sidearm action there. It's going to be fouled off again, as McDonald just a little bit late on the swing, and it's going to be a 1-2 count. Hit into the middle, and that is going to be a base hit for McDonald. Right back over the pitcher's mound. A good piece of hitting. And that will be the second hit of the game for the Raptors. We've seen Montgomery get some good hitting up and down their lineup. That bottom of the order has been very productive throughout the tournament. And that brings us to the catcher, Logan Raftis. Raftis with a .286 batting average, .451 on base, and a .329 slugging coming into the game in there for strike 1. Raftis, he's had 20 hits, 2 doubles on the season with 12 RBI. Hit hard into the gap. This is a big hit for Raftis. There is Keene. He's going to cut it off before it rolls to the fence, but a single for Raftis keeps things going for these Raptors. And we talked about yesterday when they were playing against the Cardinals, their offense broke out in a big way. 12 runs in 4 innings at bat for the Raptors, and was wondering if that momentum would carry over into today, and so far it absolutely has. As the number 9 hitter, Kritsky, will come to the plate. Shows bunt, puts it down. It's a beauty, but it's just going to roll foul. Oh, man, there was nothing the Cougars could do about that one if it stayed fair. Kritsky with a .301 batting average, .455 on base. He's had 44 hits on the year. 33 RBI, almost added to it on that one. 0-1 count. We'll see if Raptors want to get cheeky again. And this time Rose will check first. McDonald took a few steps down the line, just to make sure that he didn't have an opportunity to try to snag home. Runners on the corners for the Raptors. Kritzky will show bunt again, pulls it back on the curveball, and just misses inside for ball one. Every pitch means so much, not only because it is just a critical game, with it being the championship game one, as Kritzky will put that bunt down. It's another beauty. Rose will be able to flip it over to first to get Kritzky, but the sacrifice bunt will bring in the run. Raptors also moves up on the play. And the Raptors leading 2-0. That brings back to the top of the lineup as Derek Sawyer with a runner on second. Sawyer's going to show bunt. He puts this up in the air, and Curry will be able to fly into foul territory and take it away. Back-to-back bunt outs for the Raptors. And with 2 outs, that will bring up Burgess. Rose trying to limit damage once again. That curveball just inside for ball one. One no count. Low and outside for ball two. Rose already up to 32 pitches. Again, as I was mentioning, pitcher management is critical, less so for Frederick because they really haven't had to use many pitchers. In fact, Rose just the 4th pitcher Frederick has had to use in this tournament so far in their 4-strike-1. For Montgomery, they've used their top 5 pitchers, several of them in multiple games. Sawyer and Fry in particular have pitched in several games, and wondering how much they have left in the tank to be able to go out there and give them innings on the mound. Big sweeping breaking ball, misses outside, and it's going to be 3-1. Big 3-1 pitch. In there, 4-strike-2, just paints the corner. We'll see a full count. Rose delivers. It's going to be another breaking ball, fouled back by Burgess. Good at bat we've got going for Burgess. This will be the 7th pitch he sees. Outside, ball 4. And Burgess able to work the walk. And that brings us to Andy Rivera. Just the man that the Raptors want up in this situation. First pitch is hit hard to left field. This is going way back, way back. It's out of here. Andy Rivera with the 3-run home run. Absolutely pulverized that to left field. And the Raptors are just shocking the Cougars right now as they now lead 5-0, a 4-run second. For Rivera, his 8th home run of the year, now the team leader in that category. And Rose will have to try to settle things down after that. inside for ball one. No doubt about it, once it left the bat of Rivera. Strike one in there. For as good as the Cougars' offense has been all year, their offense hasn't quite broken out so far in this tournament. They did score 6 runs against Anne Arundel, but just 2 runs in that 10-inning game against Montgomery. They're going to need more than that if they want a chance to end this game after just this first one. Right now, Montgomery looking like they don't want their season to end. Outside for ball two. Two count. Rosenbaum puts this into the dirt, and it's going to be another foul ball. Wind picking up here in Frederick, Maryland. Blowing towards right field at the moment. We've seen it going in every which way out here over the last 3 days. And another full count for Rose. Fouled back by Rosenbaum as he continues to make Rose work for everything. Full count once again. Rose sets, delivers, and it's going to be hit off the bat, or excuse me, thrown off the bat of Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum tried to check his swing and still found the metal anyway. Rose will try again, and Rosenbaum fouls it off again. Another lengthy at bat for these Raptors. As Rose's pitch count continues to climb in this second inning. The 9th pitch of this at bat. Rose delivers, and it's going to be fouled off once more. And every foul ball just invigorating the Montgomery side more and more. We'll try a 10th pitch. Rose delivers. Swing in the dirt. It's going to get away from Jennings. He's going to have a tough play to make. Long throw across. What a play by Cabina to make the adjustment, keep his foot on the bag, and get the out. But the Raptors put it 4 runs in the second inning. They lead 5-0. Frederick needs to get their bats going. We go to the bottom of the second. It will be Jay Collar to try to get things going for Frederick, and first pitch will be fouled right towards head coach and athletic director Rodney Bennett. Oh, 1. Gonna just stay high. Frederick had an opportunity in the first inning, could not capitalize. Still not with a hit this game so far, just had some walks to get on base. 1-2 count. Garcia high and in. Holler had to duck under that one. Garcia switches it up and catching that in the air is Raptors, so that will be the strikeout for Garcia. First strikeout for Garcia in this game. And that will bring up Varda. Nick Varda, batting .284 on the season, takes strike 1 over the plate. In the dirt. And that finds the strike zone, up and in, but catches it just barely. This is the 4th time these two teams have met in the in this season. Regular season split the series as Montgomery won the first one 4-2, before Frederick won the second one 10-2. And then of course there was yesterday's game, the 10-inning thriller that Frederick was able to pull out and put them firmly into this championship round without a loss. And that will mean that Montgomery has to win 2 today, but a great piece of hitting by Varda. Varda has been hot this weekend, continuing to be a source of production at the bottom of the order for these Cougars. And that will bring up the catcher Jennings. We've seen Jennings put down a few bunts throughout this tournament, but when you're down by 5, I don't know if you can afford to give away an out. Into the dirt. Good block by Raptors. He's been a busy man, and unless I'm mistaken, I believe he's caught every single inning so far in this tournament. I'm going to assume the athletic trainers for Montgomery have been taking good care of him, as he is just such a critical part of this team, and doing the job of catching is never an easy one. Varda will dive back to first. Good move by Garcia to keep him honest. Varda with 8 stolen bases on the season. Been caught stealing once. 1-1 count in the dirt again. It's Raptors there to smother it. On the season, Raptors had 15 stolen base attempts. He's thrown out 8 of them. Fantastic percentage for the Montgomery catcher. We'll try a 2-1 count. Garcia keeping a close eye on Varda, not wanting to leave that first base. Strike 2. Jennings will see that one go by him. dirt again. And I think somebody's got to check the fit for Garcia's hat. That's the second time we see it falling off. Maybe it's all that hair that's under it that makes it keep popping off. Just too much hair. Full count. Garcia staring down Jennings. The pitch. Jennings gets a good piece of that one, but it'll go off the right field. Be a good opportunity for a hit and run if Varda wanted to get going here. We'll try the 3-2 pitch once again. Varda stays put. Curveball just outside, and again we see Garcia's hat fall off, but I think he's more concerned with the fact that he thought that was strike 3. So another walk issued by Garcia, the third walk. That will bring up Daniel Herrera. Herrera been productive for the Cougars as well. Was 2 for 3 with a run scored and a walk against Anne Arundel, reaching base 3 times in that game. 0 for 4 against Montgomery yesterday. He's ahead 2-0 in the count. Frederick just needs lots of base runners right now as time is called, and we will see the Montgomery coaching staff go out and try to calm his umpire signaling that was the first mound visit of the game for the Raptors. Two-0 count to Herrera. Garcia doesn't want to lose the number 9 hitter and bring it back to the top of the order. And that's ball 3. Garcia now will have to battle all the way back. Varda on second, Jennings at first, and that is going to be in there for a strike. A clutch pitch for Garcia. He's going to have to bring at least one more, if not 2. Fouled straight back. Herrera way ahead of that one. Good off speed. Absolutely gorgeous day here in Frederick, Maryland. 69 degrees out, sunny. A little bit of a warm breeze coming in. Couldn't ask for a better championship baseball day. Not a cloud in the sky. Full count. Garcia fouled back again by Herrera, staying alive. We'll try full count once again. Frozen solid, as that is going to be strike 3 called. Herrera can't get the bat off his shoulder for that one. And with 2 outs and men on first and second, it will be Josh Erd to try to cash in for the Cougars. Second inning in a row that the Cougars have gotten multiple men on base. Way off the base was Jennings, and slow to get back, but Burgess just couldn't get the tag on him. What a move by Garcia. My goodness, it caught everybody by surprise. Jennings wasn't even really that far off the base. Pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1 count. High and inside. Another great play by Raptors. Not entirely sure how he even got his glove on that one. Big swing and miss. Erd got a small piece of that one. Sawyer playing deep in the hole from second base. Rosenbaum playing up the middle. 1-2 pitch. Swing in the dirt. It's going to be tagged, and Garcia able to avert danger once again, working his way through. The Montgomery Raptors lead 5-0 going into the third. Top of the third we go. Montgomery, the number 2 seed, currently ahead 5-0 on the number 1 seed and tournament host Frederick Cougars. It'll be Rosario to lead off the inning for the Raptors, as we have a new pitcher for the Cougars as they go to the left-hander Austin Dunlap. He falls behind 2-1. Dunlap, the freshman left-hander out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, standing at 6'2". He's made 7 appearances on the season, as that's fouled back by Rosario. 4 starts. He's got a 5-0 record in 27 innings pitched, 33 hits allowed, 9 earned runs, 9 walks, 29 strikeouts for a 2.9 ERA. Coach Bennett determining that Rose just wasn't doing well enough for the Cougars in this critical game, and Dunlap off to a great start, striking out the first batter he sees. That brings up Mason. Talked about the fact that the Cougars have a much better situation in terms of pitching depth available for this game, having played one less game. Not to mention the complete game that they got from Morales in game 1. As that's going to be hit off the handle. Good play by Curry, coming off the hot corner and making a play for a quick out number 2. Strike 1 called as Dunlap bringing it right out of the bullpen. And right as I say that, that pitch gets inside on McDonald and hits him on the thigh, and he appears to be not feeling good after that one. He'll slowly make his way to first base. And that means it will be the catcher, Raptors, with an opportunity with a runner on base to keep this inning going for the Raptors. Good pitch there from Dunlap into their strike zone for strike 1. Quick move forcing McDonald back. Chop straight down. It's going to be a tough play. Curry doesn't really have anything he can do with it. Best play he can do is let it just roll foul, and he does just that. Raptors needs a second to get himself back into the batter's box. That is going to be hit hard down the left field line, but curls foul at the last minute. Raptors jumped all over that one. Oh, 2 count. And that's going to be hit towards center field. Got some air under it as Keene will camp under and make the play. First inning that the Cougars were able to keep the Raptors off the scoreboard. Still a 5-0 lead for the Raptors. Bottom of the third we go. Frederick still trying to get on the scoreboard, as it will be Nick Keene to lead things off for the Cougars, as Garcia continuing to show his best Houdini impressions, getting out of danger multiple times already in this game. Just misses 4-2. And a 4-pitch walk. Just what the doctor ordered for the Cougars, as they need some base runners to get going. As you get into the middle of the lineup, that brings up Cabina. Cabina will see the first one into the dirt. Good block by Raptors. Catches the inside corner for strike one. Not sure Cabina agreed with that one. And he'll wear that one. Curveball goes right into his back, and just like that, Cougars have a couple runners on base. That will bring up the cleanup hitter of the Cougars in Curry. Cougars have had multiple runners on base every inning so far in this game. Have not been able to catch him with the big hit quite yet. Will this finally be the inning they can do it, or will Garcia find a way through it once more? In there for strike one. Raptors middle infield playing a double play depth. Mason in center field shading towards right field side. That curveball gets way away. Garcia fell off the mound. Now he'll remember that he's got to cover home plate on that play, but the wild pitch will move both runners up. Also on the Garcia hat counter, that is fourth time he has lost that cap. Two-one count now. Runners on second and third, no outs. That fastball right down the middle, and Curry chopped it to foul. It's right at the top of the strike zone, so Curry was trying to get on top of it, just did a little bit too much. And now it's going to be 2-2. Garcia shakes off a couple times again. And that's fouled back. Frederick still with just one hit. The pitch low and outside, ball 3. Cougars have drawn 4 walks. But Varda the only one with a hit. That is hit hard to center field. Mason right on top of it. He'll make the catch. Here comes the play at the plate. And they're going to instead throw to third to keep Cabina at second, as Curry will get the sac fly to get the first run of the game for the Cougars. finally able to drive in a run, as it will be 5-1 in favor of Montgomery. And now with one out, that brings the designated hitter Lindsay to the plate. And therefore strike one. Garcia's up to 62 pitches in the third inning. We've already seen Frederick pull their starter. That's hit hard down the third base line. It's going to get by McDonald. McDonald is asking for it, but it's going to be thrown towards second instead. Lindsay stays at first. It's going to be a hard hit single, but more importantly, Cabina comes around to score. The second hit of the game is a big one for the Cougars. That will bring Raptors out to have a conversation with Garcia. 5-2 Montgomery. That brings up Jake Holler to try to keep the train running. Outside ball one. And that will bring out a mound visit. And we will have a pitching change. We'll let you know what those defensive changes are after this. Well, I apologize for misspeaking. It is not a pitching change, as Garcia will stay out there. Thought I saw the Montgomery coach pointing towards his shortstop to indicate that, or somebody at least to indicate that they're going to take over, but instead, Garcia will be given some leeway to try to work himself out of this. 1-0 count. High and inside for ball two. And that will hit Holler. Just clips him on the inside fastball. As the control of Garcia continues to be an issue. And that will bring up Varda. Already 1 for 1 on the day. Lindsay's at second, not a ton of speed. Holler's at first, has a lot more speed. 1-0 count. In there for strike one, right at the knees. One count. In the dirt again, ball two. Hit towards the left side. Great play by Van Rosenbaum. Play at third. Safe. Somehow Lindsay is able to keep his hand on the bag. A great play by Rosenbaum to throw it over Everybody is safe. I still don't know how Lindsay kept his hand on the bag as he slid past the bag but reached back with his hand to keep it on the bag. No doubt he beat the play. It's just a matter of whether he stayed on the bag. McDonald right there arguing with Coach Rasher. But unless this gets overturned, which it never does, that will bring up Jennings with the bases loaded. Love seeing the Frederick coach, Rodney Bennett, also inching his way over, getting involved in the conversation, at least just over here and ever so slightly. Now there is going to be a conversation between the umpires. No wonder Coach Bennett is integrating himself. And now the umpires will meet in the middle to have a discussion. There's no way I'm going to go on the air and say that it never gets overturned and then it actually gets overturned. That doesn't happen, right? Umpires making sure to cover their mouths in case there's any strong lip readers out here. This is a lengthy discussion. It's a big call, don't get me wrong. It deserves to be called right, but umpires will get together, and they're going to stick with the safe call. And now Coach Bennett, after getting the safe call, still is going to have a conversation with the umpires. So that will bring Jennings up with the bases loaded and 1 out. A big spot for the Frederick catcher. Garcia, after that lengthy break in between pitches, that pitch just misses for ball 1. Never easy for a pitcher to have that kind of break and then have to come back in a tough situation. Fastball will find the strike zone for strike 1. Big crowd on hand here, especially for a Monday noon game. I love to see it. Both sides getting rowdy. 1-1 count. Curveball catches the inside corner for strike 2. Jennings shakes his head at that one. Perhaps a bit of a makeup call from the first pitch. 1-2 count. Jennings, that one hung up in the middle of the plate, and Jennings couldn't punish it. One, 2 count. Outside, ball 2. Hat drop, number 5. We'll try a 2-2 count. In there, strike 3 called. Jennings watches it go by. A big strikeout for Garcia, and that will do it as Coach Rashner will go to the bullpen and, go to the mound and take the ball from Garcia. We'll see what the changes are after this pitching change. So the relief pitcher to come in will be Hubbert, the lefty sidewinding pitcher out of Rockville, Maryland. 6'1" freshman. Made 12 appearances on the year, has a 1-2 record with a 7 ERA. 19 strikeouts and 7 walks in 16 innings pitched this year, as that will be in there for strike one. Coach Raschner looking to get the lefty-on-lefty matchup against Herrera in this big spot with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss, a beautiful breaking ball from Hubbert, and he's quickly ahead 0-2. 2 outs. All right. 0-2 pitch. Just misses low for a 1-2. Misses for ball 2. Herrera tries to work himself back in this count, evening it up. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. He holds it up, and it's going to be a full count. Lindsay at third, Holler at second, Varda at first, Herrera at the plate. What a spot here. The pitch hit towards the right side. It's going to be scooped up by Burgess. He will step on the bag, and a great job by Hubbert to get out of the inning. Frederick gets a couple on the board. They still trail 5-2. Top of the fourth we go as the first pitch from Dunlap to Kritsky will be fouled off the third base side. Outside for ball 1. Kritsky again jumps on that one, fouls it off. One-two pitch. Dunlap kept that one outside. High for ball 3. Frederick Cougars have won the Region 20 Division II championship 4 times in a row. Going for number 5. Montgomery trying to spoil that streak. In the dirt for ball 4. And that will bring us back to the top of the lineup as Derek Sawyer Sawyer 0 for 2 on the day. And they're going to pick off Kritzky. He's going to take off for second, and he gets in there. The throw by Cabina was wide. And a stolen base for Kritzky on this pickoff attempt. No pitch, it was pickoff. For Kritzky, that is his 10th steal of the year, getting into the double-digit club. Sawyer shows bunt, pulls it back for a ball. In the dirt for ball 2. Dunlap starting to show a little bit of a loss of command here. Came into the third and did a great job of getting out of the danger. Sawyer shows bunt again. This time it will be in there for a strike. Dunlap has that sidearm action. Much harder against lefties, but Sawyer, the righty, will put down the bunt. This time it goes back to the pitcher, and he's going to be safe at third. Kritzky's going to take off for home, and he is in there. The speed of Kritzky, and he is fired up. He's sprinting back to his own bench. So it's going to be a bunt single for Sawyer, and the E1 by Dunlap will score Kritzky. Will bring us to Burgess. Sawyer also moved up to second base on that throw. Burgess hits this one hard to the left center gap. Diving for it is Keene, can't make the catch. Good job by Herrera to back it up. Now they've got Burgess stuck between first and third. Sawyer is hurt sitting at third, so the Cougars are able to just focus on getting Burgess out, and they do so. And now all eyes are on Derek Sawyer to make sure that he's okay. We'll take an injury timeout. So the lengthy injury timeout will result in Sawyer staying in the game. Watching the replay, all we could see is that it looked like he slid into third and maybe something with his lower back or hip, but he appears to be good enough to continue on. And it will be Rivera up to the plate. Last time we saw Rivera at the plate, he hit one well over that left field fence for the 3-run home run that broke this game open for the Raptors. 2-0 count to Rivera, and that's going to be fouled back. Correction, 1-1 count. That's going to be hit off the end of the bat and off the fence protecting the Cougars bench for a foul ball, and it will be 1-2. That's going to be low and inside for ball 2. Well outside for ball 3. Sawyer not taking much of a lead off of third, trying to take it easy. Looks like he just needed to stretch it out a little bit and trying to just stay loose on third base. Full count to Rivera. Dunlap. He'll set the pitch. And fouls it off, just gets enough fit to stay alive. That's going to be hit up into the air towards left center. That's going to fall in. Herrera able to pick it up on the one hop. Good job by him to cut it off and throw it into first, but another RBI by Andy Rivera. Rivera now with 4 RBI on the game, and it's a 7-2 Montgomery lead. Brings us to the cleanup hitter, Van Rosenbaum. Pickoff move, and another wide throw. Cabina puts it well wide of the bag. Varda almost fell over trying to catch it, couldn't put the tag on. And that's the second time Frederick had the pickoff, but still the Montgomery player getting the stolen base. For Rivera, that is his 16th stolen base of the season. And that puts him into scoring position for Rosenbaum. Not uncommon for these tournaments for the first couple games to be low scoring when you have your top pitchers out there. But once you start getting deeper into those pitching rotations and bullpens, you start seeing more and more runs pop up on the scoreboard. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be hit up into the air. Shallow right field. Holler is there. Makes the catch. Rivera fakes going and forces the throw, but he'll stay at second for the second out of the inning. And that will bring up the left fielder, Rosario. Rosario, first pitch he sees, that's hit towards the left center gap. That's going to fall in. Rivera got a great jump on that. Throw home. Rivera is safe. Rosario will go to second on the throw. 8-2 Montgomery. Another big inning for the Raptors. That will bring up Mason as the Raptors continue to pass the baton. Oh, 1 count. That's fouled back by Mason. Oh, 2 pitch. Dunlap. Curveball is in there. Backdoor strike 3 called. But not before the Raptors add 3 more runs. They lead 8-2. Shocking the home crowd so far in this game. Bottom of the 4th we go. The Frederick Cougars trying to secure their 5th straight Region 20 Division II championship, but trailing by 6 runs here in the 4th. The Raptors keeping their offensive momentum that they had late yesterday against Catonsville, bringing it into this game today. Hubbert will continue on for the Raptors. And first 2 pitches result in 2 strikes as Erd, the leadoff hitter, is behind. Just outside for ball 1. Good look from Hubbert, just trying to force a swing out of her Erd. 1-2 pitch. Hubbert, the lefty, tries another backdoor, doesn't come around enough. Hubbert from the stretch. That's going to be hit into right field. Kritsky coming on to it. Had a good jump on it and is able to camp under it for out number 1. Brings us to the center fielder, Nick Keene. Keene 0 for 1 with a walk. Another good pitch by Hubbert. At this point, if you're the Montgomery coaching staff, you would love to see your pitcher just pounding the strike zone. Ooh, that's almost the exact same spot. Called a ball this time. One count. That's going to break in there. Again, that sidearm action that has a sweep across the strike zone. Keene going to have to get the bat going here. 1-2 count. And he will do just that, fouling it straight back. Hubbert will try again. 1-2 count. Fouled off again. 3 straight foul balls for Keene. Umpire needs to reload with all these foul balls. Outfield playing pretty deep for Montgomery. Slider is in there for strike 3 called. Keene shakes his head and can't believe that he's rung up on that pitch. With 2 outs, nobody on, that will bring up Cabina. Christian Cabina 0 for 1. Hit by pitch and a run scored. Hubbert has found his rhythm. 18 pitches, 12 strikes so far. Another one in there. Now Cabina is behind 0-2. Hubbert sets and delivers. And Cabina fouls that one just over his own dugout. Seen Frederick get runners on every inning so far in this game up until this point. In fact, we've had runners on for both teams every inning so far. And Cabina hits this one hard to deep left center. Mason tries to dive for it, misses it. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Cabina will stop at second base for the 2-out double. So the trend continues. No clean innings for either team yet. And now Curry will come up with a runner in scoring position. Great effort by Mason in center field. Didn't miss it by much. Once again, good backup by Rosario to keep Cabina at second. So with 2 outs, that brings up the cleanup hitter, Curry. One-0 count. He'll hit this one hard to center field. Mason will come on to it and make the catch. Frederick can't cash in on the 2-out double as Hubbert gets out of it. Still an 8-2 Montgomery lead. Couple of changes for Frederick between innings, as it will be Kyle Sanger going into left field, replacing Dylan Herrera. Sanger, the freshman outfielder out of nearby Frederick, Maryland, right here in his hometown college. And now pitching for the Cougars, it will be number 31, Adam Horst. Horst, the freshman right-hander out of Greencastle, Pennsylvania, standing at 6'1". That's going to be lifted up into the air. And Keene, plenty of time to get under that for out number 1. Horst has made 7 appearances on the year, all of them out of the bullpen. 2-0 record. He's got 13 innings under his belt. Allowed 10 hits, 11 earned runs, 5 walks, and 20 strikeouts for a 7.2 ERA. Big-time strikeout pitcher. That one's going to be hit towards left field and caught in fair territory right on the line is Sanger. Immediately gets involved in the game after replacing Herrera for out number 2. And that will quickly bring us up to Kritsky. Kritsky takes a big hack at that one and can't catch up to the fastball of Horst. That's going to be fouled back, and Kritsky behind 0-2. Frederick still with plenty of pitching options left. I'd have to imagine if he gets closer, we'll probably see Joey Serafin again at some point. Imagine he is available to pitch in this game, but if Montgomery continues to stay ahead, they might want to save him for game 2. Kritsky fouls it back again, and he's disappointed himself. He thought that that was his pitch. We'll try a 1-2 count again. And fouled off the left side once more. Kritsky not one to sit back. Very aggressive swinger here. And that's going to hit the end of the bat, right off the butt of the bat, and signals everybody involved that's exactly what happened. So that's why it's a foul ball. Good job by the umpire to immediately recognize that. Stays high for ball 2. Two count to Kritsky. And this is going to be fouled back again. The 5th foul ball of this at bat. And that's going to be in there. Strike 3 called. Our first 1-2-3 inning of the game. Frederick gets to go right back to the bats. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Frederick trailing Montgomery 8-2. As it will be Hubbert out there for a 3rd inning. Low for ball 1. He'll face Lindsay for the first time. Lindsay, the designated hitter. One for 2 with an RBI on the day. Does have a couple left on. And hits the strike zone there. Just low. Hubbert couldn't believe that call. Now I'll have to try again. 3-1 count. Lindsay will chop this one right to first base. Burgess, easy play for him on the courtesy hop for the first out. That brings us to the right fielder, Jake Holler. Holler 0 for 1. Was also hit by a pitch earlier in the game. Up high for ball 1. That's in there. Fouled off the left side. Frederick has scored 480 runs over this season. And over the last 14 innings playing against Montgomery, they have scored just 4. Just misses again. Hubbert has been really working the zone all over the place, trying to get those edges. Try a 2-2 count. And that's going to hit Holler. Second time today he's been hit. And he will take his base. I know it's going to be hurt, especially it looked like it hit him in the hand. But certainly will not complain about the result, as Frederick just needs base runners right now, and that will bring us to Varda. Varda 2 for 2. Been a base hitting machine for Frederick in this tournament. Low for ball 1. It's going to be outside, as Hubbert, right as I was talking about, was dialed in with his command. A few pitches that are just out of the zone. Holler, not a huge lead off of first. Varda will take that inside, and he's ahead 3-0. Hubbert will find the strike zone there. And there again is Hubbert fighting his way back into this count, making it full. Hit towards right center. What a play! Sawyer doubles him up. I guess that hip of Sawyer is just fine as he is able to reach up, snag the play, and double up holler at first to get out of the inning for the Raptors, still leading 8-2. Sawyer, who finished off the inning with the double play, will start it off for Montgomery in the 6th inning, as he'll foul that one back. Horst did a good job of getting through the 5th. Hit towards short. Erd comes up with it throwing and is able to get Sawyer out at first. Sawyer appears to have been able to work out whatever it was that was bothering him earlier and ran on the line just fine there, as it will be Burgess. That one hit towards the parking lot and may have caught a car. Definitely did catch a car. Fouls that one back. Thankfully, the fence caught that one this time. Oh-2 pitch to Burgess. Just outside. Puts this towards Erd. Erd on the run, having to scoop and throw, and it's going to be an infield single as Burgess beat the throw. It got by Cabina anyway, but Burgess was already on first. With one out and a man on, that brings up the ever-dangerous Andy Rivera, who has just been a thorn in the Cougars' side today. 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, 4 RBI, and that big 3-run home run also has a walk and a stolen base. Just low for ball one. Rivera's shown the ability to hit fastballs and off-speed stuff alike. Good pitch there from Horst as Rivera is now behind 1-2. Oh man, just misses. That was right down the heart of the plate, so must have been low. And that is exactly what Jennings is signifying. 2-2 count. Runner goes. It's going to be fouled back by Rivera to stay alive. Runner goes again. Rivera strikes out on the swing, but Burgess does get the stolen base out of it. So with 2 down, that will bring up Rosenbaum. First pitch fouled back. For Burgess, his 17th stolen base of the season. As that's going to be fouled off as well for an 0-2 count. Erd playing deep in the hole at short. 0-2 pitch hit right at Erd. It's going to be cut off by Curry, and his spin and throw is wild off the mark. So Rosenbaum will reach on an E5, Burgess at third. And have to wonder if Curry should have let Erd have that. I think he might have had the better angle at that, but Curry had to make a wild spin and throw and just was way off the mark. Error for home. Not a hit. Take away the hit and give an error. Strike. 0-1 count hit towards the middle. Erd will flip that over. No damage done after the error by Curry. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Montgomery head 8-2. Bottom of the 6th, it will be Jennings to lead things off for the Cougars. Hubbert continued to work for the Raptors. Doing a great job keeping these Cougars from being able to climb back. Hubbert so far 2 1/3 pitched, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no runs scored and no walks. 1-1 pitch, inside for ball 2. Two after that foul ball. Jennings takes ball 3 high. Jennings 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Trying to get on to lead off this inning as that will be fouled off. Kyle Sanger in the on-deck circle for his first at-bat after coming as a defensive replacement for Rivera. Jennings doing his best to work this count, work this at bat, and takes the ball 4 high. Great result for Frederick as that will bring up Sanger in the 9 hole. Sanger with just 15 at-bats on the season. 4 hits, he's got 1 double, a .267 batting average. Bold move by Coach Bennett to bring in his freshman outfielder. Hasn't played a whole lot this year, but is up here in a big spot. Takes it outside for ball 2. Jennings just a step off of first base. In there for strike 1. And strike 2 as Hubbert has worked himself back to being even. Erd is on deck. Sanger able to get his bat on that one and foul it off and stay alive. Two-two pitch. Tries the back door, just misses outside. Maybe even a little low, but not by much. And that will load up the count. Hard hit by Sanger, but it's going to go foul off the left side. To hear the First base umpire telling the Frederick bench that's enough. Not sure what was said over there. Sanger swing and a miss. Hubbert gets the strikeout. And with one out, that will bring up Erd. Erd over 2 with a walk in the game. Fouls that one back. Hubbert so far 57 pitches, 34 strikes, providing some quality innings for the Raptors out of the bullpen. Fouled straight back. Hubbert way ahead, 0-2. Has some pitches to play with against the leadoff hitter for the Cougars. Tries for the outside fastball, just misses off. He'll try the backdoor curveball once again. Doesn't come in, and now it's evened up at 2-2. Once again, Mason shaded well to the right side of second base. Erd fouls that off. Two count. High for ball 3. Full count. Erd trying to get on base for the Cougars. Hubbert, the pitch up the middle. 6. He'll step on second. Throwing to first, it's out. The double play by Rosenbaum just turns it himself to get out of the inning for the Raptors. We go to the 7th inning. Top of the 7th we go, as it will be Trey Mason to start things off. Going up against Adam Horst. Fouls off the first pitch. Just misses for ball 1. Again, if this is a double elimination tournament, if Montgomery were to pull out this game, then the two teams would face off against each other one more time today for a winner-take-all. If Frederick were to find a way to come back and win this game, that would be it. They would be regional champions. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Mason lays off. Hit hard up the middle. Varda ranging, throws out at first. Oh my goodness, what a play by Varda. An unbelievable play by the second baseman. The jump throw coming across second base. Nick Varda. One of the best defensive plays we've seen out here in this tournament. Getting out number 1. First pitch is hit hard up the middle, but it's right at Keene. And he'll squeeze it for a lot less drama and out number 2. That will bring up the catcher Raptors with 2 outs. In the dirt for ball 1. Big swing, and Raptors behind 1-2. Hit towards short. Scoops it up, throws across. Raptors. Oh no, Raptors came up limping. Hopefully he's okay. We'll keep an eye on him. But it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Cougars. We go to the 7th inning stretch. We go to have the bottom of the 7th, and we do have a change at the catcher position. As I misspoke earlier when I said that Raptors had caught every inning this tournament. It is Burns, who we saw in the CCBC Catonsville game last night. Dan Burns, the freshman catcher out of Eldersburg, Maryland, takes over as the backstop of these Raptors after what looked like a leg injury to Raptis. Burgess able to squeeze that one for out number 1 in foul territory to get Keene out. And that will bring up Cabina. 2-3-4 up for the Frederick Cougars. Just 8 outs left for them to try to come back in this game. Hit hard down the left field line. That's a fair ball over the outstretched McDonald. Rosario will get to it quickly and able to keep Cabina at first base. But again, when you're down by 6 runs, you don't want to run yourself into any out. So a smart move by Cabina to just play it safe there. And with 1 out, that will bring up the cleanup hitter, Bryce Curry. First pitch hit up the middle, off the glove of Hubbert. Then it's going to roll its way to shallow center. Cabina thought about going to third. He'll dive back to second. Again, same logic that applied before, still there as Curry's comebacker gets him on base. Two on and 1 out. That brings up the designated hitter, Lindsay. In there for strike 1. Out straight back by Lindsay, and Hubbert ahead 0-2. Pitch. Tries the back door just outside as Burns not able to frame that one. Try a 1-2 pitch. Lindsay just trying to keep the merry-go-round going, as that's going to be low and outside for ball 2. Had a little bit of lull in energy last couple innings, but now starting to hear it from both sides a little bit more. 2-2 pitch. Hit towards the right side. Nice one-hop snag by the first base coach. Even with his back turned to the play, still made the grab. Got that spidey sense. Hubbert delivers again, trying the backdoor curveball. That's going to be floated out to right field, out of play. Falls into foul territory. We'll try 2-2 count once again. High and outside, ball 3. Lindsay, another tough at bat. He's been a tough out all game long. Cabina at second, Curry at first. Hubbert trying to settle himself down. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off again by Lindsay. Another good pitch that was looking like it was going to paint that bottom right corner. Lindsay spoiled it. Hubbert set and fires. It's going to be fouled off again. Every foul ball making the Frederick side a little bit louder. This will be the 9th pitch we've seen for Lindsay. Hubbert trying to put him away. And it's going to be lifted up into the air, shallow center. Long run for Mason. It's going to be Rosenbaum. No, it's going to be Mason who comes in at the last second to take it. And with 2 outs, that will bring up Holler. Holler has been hit by pitch twice in this game. A human pinata out there. But right now, they need him to get a hit, not to get hit. Hubbert comes in low for ball 1. Hubbert gets a ground ball and nowhere to go with it is Rosenbaum. Holler will get on base with the infield single. It was hit just softly enough where Rosenbaum just didn't really have a play. And that loads the bases up for Nick Varda. We just saw him make a fantastic defensive play. He has been 2 for 3 today. Already 4 hits in this tournament. Trying to add to his resume. Outside ball 1. Hubbert, his 80 pitches in, trying to get through this 7th inning. Just misses outside. Hubbert asks for the call and gets the signal that it was out. If Frederick wants to come back in this game, they need something here. Hubbert trying to shut the door on it. 2-0 pitch. High ball 3. And have to imagine the Montgomery bullpen will start getting some action. 3-0 pitch. Strike 1, just catches the corner. Varda took 1 step towards first. The big 3-1 pitch. Varda fouls it off. Just a little late on that swing. eyes on the pitcher Hubbert, the batter Varda. So much pressure on this one pitch right here. Bases are loaded. Hubbert. He delivers. Hit towards third. McConnell has a tough play to third. No call yet, and it's going to eventually just call the out. My goodness, the anticipation of waiting for the umpire to make a call was killing everybody around here, but in the end, it is going to be out at third, and Hubbert able to get out of the inning. We go to the 8th. Frederick still trailing 8-2. First pitch of the 8th inning is in there by Horst to Kritzky. 9-1-2 due up for Montgomery. That is going to be hit foul. Oh, 2 pitch, and that's going to be just high. Strikeout for Horst, and that will bring up the leadoff hitter Sawyer. One 0 count, fouled off by Sawyer. One count. Swing and a miss. Straight heat from Horst right down the plate. Blew it by Sawyer. Horst trying to work quickly. It's going to be high. Frederick has had their chance the last few innings. Just could not get that final hit to cash it in, but at least giving them some momentum, some hope that they can eventually keep it going. Full count. And ball 4. Best way to do that is to try to have a quick inning defensively, and that walk will not help with that, as that will bring up the first baseman Burgess. Burgess 2 for 2 with a walk. Reach base all 3 times today. Lifts this one deep center. Ranging way back is Keene at the fence and makes the catch for the second out. That brings up Rivera. Big curveball, swing and miss from Rivera, strike 1. Runner going. Jennings comes up throwing one hopper, puts the tag on, but it's going to be safe. Sawyer gets in there. It was a ball on the pitch, so it will be a 1-1 count. And there for strike 2. For Sawyer, that was just his 3rd stolen base of the season. Look confident in doing so there. 1-2 count. Strike 3 called. Rivera goes down. And the Cougars able to get through the top of the lineup without any damage. They need to get their bats going. 6 outs left in this game. Bottom of the 8th we go. 8-9-1 due up for the Cougars, starting with Jennings. Outside for ball 1 as Hubbert continues to go strong for these Raptors, giving them starting innings out of the bullpen. Hit hard towards right field. Kritsky right there under it and will catch it for the first out. That brings up the left fielder, Kyle Sanger, 0 for 1 in the game after he came in as a defensive replacement. Hubbert taking his time on that pitch, and then throws it well wide right at us. Behind the plate. In there for strike one. Not trying to look too far ahead, but have to wonder what the pitching matchups will look like in next game. Who these teams will have left to go to after depleting so many of their pitchers to get to this point. Have a buzzing behind us, not sure what that is. We'll look into it. 1-2 count. Fouled off again by Sanger. One, two again. Hubbert, the pitch. Sanger hits this one straight up, as it will be called off by Rosenbaum. McDonald will give way for out number 2. Brings us to the top of the order, Erd. Hubbert at 92 pitches, 56 strikes. Inside for ball 2. Hit towards right field. Kritsky, long run across, trying to get to it, and he makes the catch in foul territory. What a play by Kritsky, as we will go to the 9th inning. Still Montgomery head, 8-2. we go to the top of the 9th as Montgomery will have their 4-5-6 due up, starting with Rosenbaum, who fouls that off. Frederick will have their 2-3-4 hitters due up, chasing 6 in the bottom of the 9th. Can't say enough about the effort of Hubbert as this hit right back up the middle. Horst knocks it down and is still able to make the play. Thankfully, I think it hit his glove. Everybody will come check on Horst, but I believe he's all right after he was able to get the glove up just in time. Hubbert, longest he had gone in an appearance all year long was against Sussex County back on March 11th, went 3 2/3. In this game, he has gone 5 1/3 so far, 4 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and no runs, keeping the best offense, arguably the best offense, statistically the best offense in the region at bay for over 5 innings. And wonder if we'll see him try to close this game out in the 9th as well. That will stay fair on the third base side. Long throw for Curry. He will get Rosario out. So with 2 outs and nobody on, that will bring up Rosario. And there for strike 1. Gotta give a lot of credit to Horst as well. Frederick also needs somebody to come in and settle things down for them. And Horst so far has gone 4 1/3, giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. So a couple of phenomenal pitching performances from Bullpen Arms. Fouled off by Rosario. Head towards third base side. It's going to be Curry. Grabs it, throws it across. Back-to-back nice plays by the Cougars to get out of it, but they're going to go into the 9th, chasing 6, needing some kind of miracle to come back in this game. Two, 3, 4 due up for the Cougars, needing a miracle in this 9th inning. And It will be Hubbert to try to come in and finish it out. Inside ball 2. And finally that buzzing sound has been turned off for the delight of everybody around. And get back to enjoying baseball. 2-0 pitch, lone outside ball 3 as Hubbert looked at his fingers there like the ball slipped out of it. Three-0 count. And there for strike 1. Burns not able to squeeze it, but it's still called strike 2 against Keene. Three-two pitch. Hubbert hit towards the shortstop. Running throw by Rosenbaum. He's safe at first. Keene beats the throw. That brings up Cabina. Outside for ball 1. "103 pitches for Hubbert. Trying to just squeeze a few more out of him to get through this inning. 1-0 pitch. In there for strike 1. Still looking strong out there is Hubbert. Hit hard to deep left center. Going back. Mason makes the catch at the fence. What a play by the Montgomery center fielder. And now he comes up limping a little bit, but he appears to be all right as he's going to run it off. But incredible range for Mason. Looked for a second like that ball was going to hit the scoreboard, but he took it away. With 1 out, that will bring up Curry. High for ball 1. Hit hard through the left side. That's going to find a way through the infield. Rosenbaum couldn't get to it. That will bring up the designated hitter, Lindsay. Frederick not going down without a fight. And we will see a meeting at the mound. So Cayman Hubbert will stay in the game after the mound visit by the Montgomery coaching staff. Outside ball 1. And up for ball 2. If you're Montgomery, you can live with a couple singles here and there. You just don't want to see him start walking players and giving free passes. Just want him to put it in the strike zone and force Frederick to earn their way on. So plenty of wiggle room on the scoreboard. .30 count. Hubbert with his 111th pitch. In there for a strike. And that will be in the dirt for ball 4. Burns has to chase that down to make sure that doesn't give up any other extra free bases, but the bases are now loaded for Jake Holler. And now it will be the exit of Hubbert. But my goodness, Montgomery fans, give that man a round of applause. 112 pitches for Cayman Hubbert. 5 2/3, 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and no runs. An unbelievable performance from him as he will get his grandiose exit. We'll see who the change is after this. So it will be Derek Sawyer making his 3rd appearance of the tournament on the mound, coming in from second base to try to close this out. It was Drangwich who will go into play second base as he will take the spot of Rivera in the lineup and is in there for strike 1. This is for a ball. Sawyer, we saw him get tended to by the athletic trainer earlier in the game for what appeared to maybe be a hip or a leg, maybe a lower back injury, but still able to get out there and try to close this game out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Holler can't catch up to the fastball. The slider, excuse me. Thank you to my reliable sources next to me here. And with 2 outs, last chance saloon will be Nick Varda to try to keep this game alive for Frederick. I think it's safe to say that was a fastball for strike 1. Sawyer throwing heat up and in for ball 1. Sawyer shakes off his catcher 3 times, now gets the sign he wants. Outside, ball 2. Two, 1 count. Varda hits it to right field. Kritzky's got a long run coming forward. Makes the diving catch. That's the ball game. The Montgomery Raptors have pulled out Game 6, and we go to a Game 7 winner take all for the Region 20 championship. What a game that was for Montgomery. They scored 1 run in the first, 4 in the second, off of the 3-run home run by Rivera. Frederick came back with 2 in the bottom of the 3rd, but 3 more in the top of the 4th for Montgomery. And then 5 scoreless innings between both teams, able to close out. And we are hearing now that it will be a 3:45 first pitch for the winner-take-all Game 7. Don't you go anywhere. You will not want to miss a single pitch of this exciting series and the conclusion to this fantastic tournament.